Oh,
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the BPG podcast. I'm your host, Ben Plays Games, and today I'm joined by George, or Jingle Saboo, or Jam Saboo,
what are you saying, boys?
and I'm also joined by Josh as a little bit of a mix up.
Hi guys.
And today we've decided to record a podcast after playing a CSGO game at approximately 1 a.m. in the morning. So if this gets a little booky, as George would say, don't blame me. Don't blame me, okay? Right, I'm going to just jump straight into the topics. Forget everything else. CSGO.
Alright, boys.
What is your two's honest opinion on the video game CSGO?
Trash shit, to be fair, man. No, I'm joking. Fucking CSGO is fucking hard.
yes, that's a statement I agree with.
It's a game that takes and requires skill. You can't just run and shoot. COD.
Fortnite.
Can't
just build a fortress in front of your enemy.
No, but I think personally it's just a skill based game that you have to over time just get better at, and then of course increase your levels, of course, by playing, and you'll get better at the game as you play more hours and put more time into the game. I did at college. I put
you got to agree with me here, though. You got to agree with me here. Do you not think that the engine could do with an update?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, like with CS, the fact at the moment, of course, it's on such an old engine. You've got 1.6, which was back in Source.
Wasn't there a divide in the CS community back in the day? Like, wasn't it 1.6, and then there was another version of CS? Was it CS Source? I'm not too sure.
You had Source and then 1.6.
And weren't the community divided between those two?
Yeah, because a lot of people like 1.6 a lot better than Source. And then you had the same issue when you went to CSGO. There's a lot of people having the same issue, that the fact that they didn't like, of course, the current CSGO, which is out now. And then you've got, of course, Source and 1.6, and people didn't like going from 1.6 and Source to...
I thought CSGO was the one that unified the community and brought everyone together who played Counter-Strike.
It has now.
It has now, 100% now. Yeah. Couldn't agree with you more.
But no, I think personally, it's just one of those things now. Like CS:GO is like a game that just it's so simple and it's so good. I just don't think it will end up drying up anytime soon.
No, and that goes on.
Like that.
And another thing that I don't think will dry up anytime soon is Fortnite.
That's a shame.
Oh,
no. The point I want to make before we get into Fortnite, the point I want to make, and I've wanted to make this on a video or a podcast, something for ages. The second map is shit compared to the first map. It's dire. Like, don't even deny it. The Fortnite player base has gone down like 1 million, like not 1 million actual players, but like 1 million% since the release of the second map. Like, I can't be the only one who misses the first map.
No, I can't. I can't really say much because, of course, I don't play Fortnite. But I remember you and Tom at college, and I remember how hyped the game was when it came out.
Yes.
Of course, you talked about different seasons. Of course, you got Fortnite fucking 2. I don't really fucking know no more. But do you think the game's got worse?
Yes, 100%.
I think Tom would agree with me. Of course, he'll probably be watching this, but he'll agree the fact that it got worse as the seasons got on. When do you think it got like completely?
I think shit? Fortnite lost the touch for me personally when it was Chapter 2. The hype was insane. One of the best streams of the year for me personally was genuinely watching the Black Hole. I feel like everyone was intrigued. The way
everyone loved it.
Yeah, the way they marketed that season 2 was superb. Like, it reached national news level. Even the boomers knew about it, bro. Like, the people who've never heard of Fortnite heard about it shutting down for 2 or 3 days, and I think that was mad. But then after that, they tried to basically make the game simple again, which was cool to see, but it didn't work. Back in the days of the original Season 1, you had the simplicity, but no one was good. No one built. Everyone ran around. It was similar to PUBG in a sense, because no one built. No one could be bothered to build in Season 1 because they didn't think it was worth it. Flash forward to like now, and you can't get in a gunfight on Fortnite at all unless it's with a bot, without both of you building fucking 3-story flats. Like, seriously. I can't actually stand the game, and personally, as date of recording this, the 16th of December, I haven't actually streamed the game as a stream on its own for over a week. I cannot be bothered. I'm simply enjoying other games more right now.
Well, to be honest with you, I'd rather, of course, see more off your channel than anything. I'd rather you see play different games. And, of course, I remember at college, you used to just stream Fortnite after Fortnite, but that's when it was popular completely.
That's when it took over gaming, mate.
I wouldn't, I wouldn't agree with you. The fact that how popular that game was when you was at college, it was unreal.
I argue that Fortnite killed zombies as a streaming game. Because even though there'd been no new content up to Fortnite's release after Chronicles, like zombies on a whole, with other games as well, the viewer base just dropped from like what it was the golden era to like 0 because of Fortnite. Everyone was streaming Fortnite at one point. Like there was not a day that would go by where Fortnite wasn't the trending #1 game. We're talking like 2018 basically, if you want to say a date, about February, March 2018, when it took over Minecraft. I don't know if you remember, as like the most played game in the world, and that made it impossible for streamers, especially smaller streamers, to stream other games but Fortnite. And that's why I personally made the move, and started streaming predominantly Fortnite on my channel. I didn't want to, and I still say to this day, I would love to just go back to streaming Black Ops 3 every day, but it just doesn't fathom growth for the channel. I've streamed Zombies tonight, and again, it was an awesome stream, but I don't think it'd work like it used to. Seriously.
I think, George, did you play a lot of Fortnite then? Did you play a lot of it, or
on PS4? Me and Finn would rep the scene on Fortnite. Honestly, it was fucking brilliant. Like,
God help me.
I think Finn played like 5,000 hours. He made this video. His like goodbye PS4 video, and it showed all his hours on his games, and it was like Fortnite at like 5,000 hours or some shit.
Was this when he got his PC?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to see that video.
Yeah. And we played the fuck ton out of it. Like, you'll see content on our channels from ages ago. Like,
did he have a load like fucking skins and this, that, and the other? Did he have a lot of that, or was it just a different? Did he have the battle pass and stuff like that? Did he just keep buying the battle pass?
We pretty much bought anything that ever came out. We obviously we wouldn't buy the entire item store because unfortunately we're not gay, but
whoa,
we got every battle pass because we're just that cool, and buy the skin here and there.
I'm going to move on from Fortnite and CS just because I don't feel like many people will be interested.
Hang on. Can I say one thing about CS?
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
Right. What the fuck are FaZe doing? Honestly.
Well, hold on. Hold that thought. Just hold that thought. Because I've already got the timestamps in my head. Right, the first thing, this is the last thing before your thought can come back and you two can proper debate. Because right, the next thing I want to do is both of because we're coming to the end of the year, end of the decade, right?
That's one.
I want a summary, just a brief summary from both of you on your 2019 and how it was. If it's just one sentence, I don't care. Just how was your year in 2019, both of you? Just take it in turns. I don't care who goes first.
You go first, George. You're probably better from here.
Can't remember. I
discovered BPG, the Cebu clan did. I think that
we discovered Ben. We made Cebu clan because we're just like fucking cool as kids in town. But what else did we do? Did we do anything? I can't fucking remember.
Did we do anything?
Boy, I mean, I think I got my PC this year. I can't remember actually.
I did. That was one of the biggest things.
Sum it up. Just sum it up in
summing up 2019.
Sum it up in one word. There you go. And then we'll move on to Josh.
I can't remember anything, but from what I can remember, 2019 was. Oh dear.
2019 was oh dear.
yeah. Let's go with that. Oh dear. Because I just realised I've got to click into gear and live rather than play Fortnite all day.
Okay, there we go. George's new year, new me, new decade BS is going to be.
Oh no, there's no new year.
Dear.
I do not try in school, but
okay.
Oh well.
Fair enough, man. I guess. Josh.
The realization that I should.
Yes.
But I don't, so fuck you.
Okay. Josh, can I have a summary of your year, mate?
A bit of a fucking roller coaster, to be honest with you. I've had very many ups and I've had many downs. This 2019. I'm hoping, of course, when 2020 comes around, hopefully, of course, I can get things done.
Like
of
Brexit.
course.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We're not getting into politics, bro.
Brexit done.
We're not getting politics. No.
But no, hopefully it's just been a bit, like I said, it's just been a bit of a roller coaster. Hopefully I can pass. Of course, I've got driving and this, that, coming up. So hopefully, if I could sum it in a couple of words, I'd just say, yeah, it's been a bit of a fucking roller coaster, up and down, a wave.
I mean, my personal 2019 summary will be in the BPG Rewind 2019, but I just want to.
I see how it is.
I just want to cover one thing.
The
year had been really good up till about September. I got my PC, streaming had picked up again. We've been hitting numbers this year what we haven't previously hit, because I'm counting last December as this year currently, because we're not all the way through. But no, the stream's been doing sick. The channel's been doing good. It was all good. And then in about September or October, my granddad actually had a stroke. He got really ill. He got better, and then he had a fit, and now he's really, really, really ill. And this might genuinely be the last video I ever record that he's alive. I'm going to hold the tears back and shit because he wouldn't want me to cry. But I just want to say one thing. If this is, and that is true, Grandad, you're a legend. This is the shout out I'm giving you on my channel. You've never featured much, but there you go. I love you, and I do hope you recover, but you've kind of stopped taking your medication, and that's not good. So, yeah.
I reckon, yeah. Being honest now, of course, sorry to interrupt you, but I reckon.
I mean, I was done.
I reckon you should do a video with your granddad. I reckon just to put it out there.
I reckon. Josh, he's in a hospital.
Yeah, Josh, that's quite a bit of a sticky one, mate.
It's not going to work. Yeah. I'm not going to. You didn't know. I don't speak about it much, and I'm not going to. So right, thank you, love you, granddad. Moving on. Esports. This is where George's point can come back into play. I don't care what game. But I fully believe that you two are backing me that esports is currently one of the biggest sports in the world.
Yeah.
And if not current, it will be. It will be.
Yeah,
because it's just going up and up. Like this year, you had the Fortnite World Cup. How can we not mention it? $30 million in prizes. Like,
yeah, like what the fuck,
bro? You know what I mean?
You've got also you got coming up. We got the major coming up in Brazil. Is it in Rio? Yeah, isn't it? We've got
and what's the prize of that? What's the prize? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't know actually.
A pension.
I actually don't know. I don't know if it's more than $1 million. I don't know, but it's always entertaining because majors always have been. Like last year's major, 2018 Boston. Like FaZe versus Cloud9 had over 1.6 million viewers, and
wasn't that near a season or something like that? Near a like a worldwide festival, didn't you say?
No, it was in Boston, of course. And
when was it? Is what I'm asking. Like the month.
Oh, fucking hell! Was it the end? Coming to the end? Was it coming to the end of?
I'm sure you said it was near Christmas, didn't you?
Near, because I remember me and Tom was talking about it. It was, I don't know, I can't remember exact dates, but I remember watching it. Of course, it had 1.6 million viewers, and it went to over. I think it went to overtime 3. I think it was 3 times. And literally it's probably I won't see a match like that ever again, but it had probably one of the highest viewing numbers of a major to this day. I think it still broke the record of 1.6 million viewers watching that major. And it was literally one of the most intense games that I've fucking watched.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just asking this from a neutral point of view now, because I know what you want to say when I bring this up. Did the Fortnite World Cup break that record or not? I genuinely don't know.
I don't think it did. I don't know.
Because I personally watched most of the World Cup, mainly for the commentary teams. But I watched the World Cup, and again,
George is probably the best person to talk to about that.
I don't know if he watched it. Yeah,
watched the World Cup. Yeah.
Did you watch it? Did you?
I don't think it did because I remember going on YouTube. It only had a few 100,000. I went on Twitch, it had way more, but it was still only like 800,000.
It's insane. It's insane how far esports as a sport, because I regard it as a sport personally. You have to train, you have to commit your life to it. So to me, that's a sport. If they
imagine not calling it a sport, though. Like...
if they can regard darts, and I personally love darts, if they can record darts as a sport, then esports is a sport. Like a full stop.
There's like professional underwater, like backwards upside down golf hockey shit. Like...
Oh god.
Naked women's rugby. No, sorry.
Sorry, Ben, that's just you.
Yeah, wow, sorry.
When did we move on to fetishes?
Hello? What?
This is nothing to do with me, boys. This is to do with Ben.
This is Ben's belief.
This is me and George just being put here.
Okay, bro. Well, you know what? I think that's a perfect time to move on to just a quick question, quick fire, snappy question. Both of you answer real quick, starting with George. Favorite Christmas song? Go.
Last Christmas, sung by Finn Sabu, Emotional.
Probably
classic
sign,
video.
Actually.
Josh, no, that's banned. Favorite Christmas song, Josh? Go.
Oh my god, Christmas song.
Yeah, Christmas song.
Oh my god.
You gotta have one, mate. You gotta have one that comes on and you're just like, oh yes, it's Christmas now, boys. Come on.
Oh my god, there's so many. I don't know what to fucking go for. Oh
Happy
no.
Birthday's always a classic.
Happy birthday.
I personally always love the Coca-Cola advert song because, you know.
Yeah, I'd say that.
When you see
gay.
No.
Or you have yourself
when
a little Merry
you see
Christmas.
the Coca-Cola, okay, fair enough, Josh. When you see the Coca-Cola advert, you know it's Christmas.
Have yourself a little Merry Christmas. I'd say that one, yeah.
Which? No, I'm joking. I'm not going to put you on the spot.
Well, you're gonna go in depth about that. Aren't you?
Which version? You like a bit of Michael Bublé, do you, Josh?
Yeah, man. Banging on the beats.
But has anyone here seen Santa pop up round the ends?
No.
Well,
No, I haven't.
What, is Santa
Really?
going to come out of nowhere and go, whoa, boys, I've got my presents
I
here
saw
for you
Santa
guys."
last time I saw him I was
never-
about 13.
Have you never seen his like big ass sleigh come round your?
Okay, George,
town?
this is going to get deep if you keep going on about sleighs.
I personally believe in Santa. To all my young viewers, he is real. I can guarantee you. I've
he's
seen him.
lying to you. He does this for the ads. Don't even listen to him.
Ads.
Would like to move on to the 10th gen Intel chips just about to come out, or they might have come out.
Okay.
How fucking scummy are Intel?
How could they be any worse? Honestly, give me.
I think, like, of course, me and Ben, of course, we're Intel boys. Okay, let's be honest, we're not.
How do you know George isn't?
Because I have an AMD.
Oh, okay.
AMD Ryzen.
Okay.
And I think it definitely is very scummy. Of course, you're charging for I don't know, was it a new i5 10? I don't know something, and it was like 1.2 gigahertz, and I don't know, it was like 3.5 gigahertz boost. I was thinking,
the i5 what? The i5 10th gen.
10th gen. I was like, and it was like over 200. It was like over £200. I'm thinking, fucking hell, for that.
I mean, that isn't even the thing that made me like. Hold on.
No,
that wasn't even nice.
The personal thing for me is the fact that they're releasing their best new chips, the i9 10th gens, the day before AMD released theirs. I learnt this off Mr. Linus Tech Tips. Credit to him.
No, that's not.
Like,
that's
it's
not,
so bad how they marketed it.
No, let's get this straight. Of course, Ryzen at the moment are flying with way numbers. You, of course, you can have, of course, more cores, more threads.
Yes.
More cores and more threads. But I have to back Intel here and my boy band because we are sticking with Intel. You can.
I will back Intel because it still beats AMD in gaming. Gaming specifically, don't get me wrong. Me personally, as a streamer or content creator, BS, whatever, I should have probably gone with AMD because I'm currently streaming from the same PC I play video games on. Whereas if I was like actually a big creator with a multi-PC setup, I'd have my streaming PC and that'd have an AMD processor just because of the cores, the more cores, sorry. as you just said, you can get more cores for your money with AMD.
See, I
had
had
that with Intel.
I was going to go for, of course, a 3600. Of course, I remember talking to you, George, about it before. Going with a 3600, and you got a 3600X. There's not really much difference between, of course, clock speed and boost speed. So it's just an extra, what, 30, 40 pound. But I definitely think for budget gaming, personally, I do still think at the 3rd gen Ryzen, out of anything, is really fucking good for a budget build. If you're going with a 1060, 6 gigs, and then you got a Ryzen 3600, 16 gigs of RAM, a 2 terabyte hard drive, and a 1 terabyte SSD or a 480 SSD.
I'll write that down, Josh. I might get that for my sister.
and to be honest with you, it's actually so decent now because of course Ryzen have come into the market. Of course, I wouldn't say 1st and 2nd gen really didn't leap off as it did as 3rd gen, but now Ryzen have come into the mix of things. I think George can heavily agree with this because he's a Ryzen fanboy over here.
Ryzen fanboy, by the way.
Shots like you blue Smurf looking ass.
but the thing is, they came in out of nowhere. You always saw them being behind on certain things, but now it's in a sense like I agree with Linus. In a sense, now they're beating Intel with certain products like the Ryzen 9 3950X. That is a fucking
That's an
monster.
Insane processor.
That is
the
a monster.
3950X is an insane processor. But again, the price flies up then with AMD. It's like one of their highest. I mean, isn't it the most expensive consumer chip? I think it is, isn't it?
It is. It is.
I think it's like
the
750
9950, isn't it? It's the 9900. Okay.
Oh, that's the Intel. That's the Intel thingy. Wait, is that not Intel?
They have no.
Oh shit!
Obviously, Intel do have a 9900K.
That's what I was thinking. Like, mad.
They also have the KF, which is a bit just fuck off. Like, why would you buy that? But
so, boys, as well. What do you think about the FaZe Jarvis situation?
If you wanna really talk about the FaZe Jarvis situation, I want to first put a disclaimer out. I am irrelevant. I'm a small YouTuber. Don't fucking sue me, please. Thank you. Personally, I believe the ban is deserved, but it's a shame, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
he was purely creating a video for content. He was doing it for a laugh. He was having a laugh, whatever, and he got banned. Now, he broke a rule which is clear in the Fortnite terms of use that if you do it, you are getting permanently banned. But at the same time, I fully understand where he's coming from, saying that he shouldn't be banned. Well, no, he didn't say that personally, but with the people who are saying he shouldn't be banned, I fully understand why they're saying that, because at the end of the day, it was 2 games in random matchmaking where he was just trying to create some content and trying to have a laugh, okay? Like, I fully understand where people are coming from with that. Personally, again, it doesn't bother me because I never watched FaZe Jarvis. He was never a creator I watched, I'll be honest with you. You know, I know who I watch.
Ali A.
No.
Yeah, you watch Ali A, bro, don't you?
No. I used to watch him for Fortnite Intel when I was proper into
Fortnite Intel. Oh god.
Yeah.
What about Fortnite AMD?
Just tell me how much money Fortnite has made. Please just tell me.
Fortnite, how much money has Fortnite made? I'll get you a rough estimate on Google.
I actually spoke to the leader of Epic Games. He actually made a solid £6.20.
Is there any games that you're looking forward to?
They reckon, according to TechCrunch, Epic Games, which was reportedly valued at $15 billion in October 2018, is now worth $19 billion this time now. Just off Fortnite, that is, because Epic Games have been going for years, but that's just Fortnite. Is there $19 billion?
Is there any new games like are you looking forward to? Of course, coming out. Of course, you've got the new Xbox.
I personally love Call of Duty. We're not going to talk about it today because you two both don't like COD.
No. Let's have your opinion.
But Modern Warfare, I personally believe, is the second best COD on PS4, only second to Black Ops 3. Like, Ghosts was a shithouse. Advanced Warfare was the absolute low of the franchise. Like, it couldn't get worse. Black Ops 3 came out of nowhere, saved the whole franchise, made my channel. I'm not going to deny. Made my channel where it is today. World War Two. No, Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare came along next. Infinite Warfare was a meh. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good. World War Two. It got bored after about a month. Black Ops 4, a shithouse, fail. And I feel bad for Treyarch because it wasn't them, it was Activision. Activision used Black Ops 4 as a money milk because they knew the Call of Duty community loved Treyarch and they loved Black Ops.
And
so
Ben
they used Black Ops 4. They used, I did. Hands up. Hands up. Black Ops 4 was a money making scheme. They knew that the Call of Duty community would buy that game. Even players that hadn't played since Black Ops 3 have bought that game, I guarantee you. And everyone will be disappointed because it was just a money grab. And I think it's scummy from Activision to use Treyarch the way they did. Zombies was a flop, and it kills me. It fucking kills me to this day to say that. But Zombies in Black Ops 4 was such a flop. Just so many things were wrong with it. The perk system overhaul, the leveling system overhaul, the overhaul of Gobblegums. Why did they have to change so much between one game? If they'd have slowly implemented stuff, I think it would have worked. But the way they did it and how it was just a complete flip from Black Ops 3, the peak of the Zombies community with the Z House and stuff. I don't know if you two even know about that, but the Z House, the fucking, thousands and thousands and thousands of views Zombies would pull in a month, if not millions at one point, right? To Black Ops 4, a failed launch, a bug-ridden launch, like you physically couldn't do the Easter egg on Alpha Omega. No, not Alpha Omega. What was it? What was it called? The 5 remaster. Fuck, not Alpha Omega.
There was a 5 remaster.
They remastered 5, and I cannot remember what the name of the 5 remaster was.
Oh, I know what you're on about. Yes, I can see the fucking. Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm googling it real quick. Yeah. Classified. That's what it was called, right? The classified Easter egg was simple. You either had to get to round 150 or 250, but you physically couldn't do it for the first if you got to round 150, I think it was. It just literally play an Easter egg ending cutscene. That was the Easter egg. There was no other steps to it.
That's shit.
It's shit in itself, but at the same time, you physically couldn't do it for the first 2 months. The game couldn't handle it. They released an unfinished project, right? And that, first of all, killed it off. For me personally, I didn't play after DLC 2. And the last 2 DLCs were actually Ether storyline maps with the old characters and stuff. And I didn't actually play them, and I still haven't to this day because Black Ops 4 is just a shit show. And then you got Modern Warfare, which, again, like I say, is a very fun game. Like, seriously, I enjoy playing Modern Warfare.
I don't rate Modern Warfare. I think I just don't
the
think
2v2s. The 2v2s is the best mode on the game. I enjoy playing that so much, whether it's with Jamie, with Tom, mainly with Tom. Right, me and Tom, we have a laugh, right? A good laugh. We're like Nadeshot and Scumpy. Although I don't have the ability of either of those. And Tom has the ability of them combined. So I guess it kind of adds up. But no, yeah, Modern Warfare is a very good game, and that's my opinion on the Call of Duty's franchise as it stands right now. I don't know how long I ranted then, but I had to just get it off my chest.
The thing is, though, I don't like I said before, I don't rate the new COD at all. I personally of course, since Modern Warfare 2, since I've played the game with friends and that lot, after I'd say Black Ops, I loved Black Ops 1, I loved MW2, I loved MW3. I did like Black Ops 3. Of course, I didn't really go into Black Ops 4 after that. Was Black Ops 3 was pretty much Black Ops 3 was in a sense my last COD I played. Black Ops 4 was just, of course, like you said, a fucking money grab, and you brought right into it, Ben.
I would constantly say Black Ops 3 was the peak of the Call of Duty community.
And then of course you had Modern Warfare, but I just of course you're bringing Captain Price back just for a money grab. Personally, what's the point? I don't see. I don't see no point in it. I think George would agree with me, the fact that, of course, you bring Captain Price back, you bring certain characters back.
For me personally, Modern Warfare was a reboot of the series. They've rebooted it, so Captain Price is obviously going to come back, in my opinion. Anyway,
it's just a name used of Modern Warfare, but personally, it just won't be as best. It won't be the best as what Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
I respect people who've moved on from COD. I respect people who've moved on from COD, and I fully understand why they have. Black Ops 5 is coming next year, and it will be Black Ops 5. No, but hopefully, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm calling it right now, that they do. If Activision fund that game correctly, it could genuinely be better than Black Ops 3. It could actually kick out Black Ops 3. If they take fundamental features from Black Ops 3 and implement them into a new, fresh Black Ops 5, such as the jetpacks, right? The Black Ops 3 jetpacks were the most balanced jetpacks Call of Duty ever saw. Infinite Warfare, you couldn't fly much. Advanced Warfare, you could fucking fly around the entire map twice before you were grounded again. But Black Ops 3 balanced it perfectly. And if they brought that back, I personally would love it. I don't know if the whole COD community would. They probably wouldn't. You can never do anything on COD that the whole community loves. Same with any other game. But
George, what's your opinion on it as well? Like, what's the fundamentals of COD for you? Is it the old franchise you liked a lot more than the new franchise today? Like, did you like the old CODs more than the new CODs, or what?
I was so bad at Call of Duty because I got an Xbox 360 as PS4 came out.
Yeah,
and so I was playing like Modern Warfare 2 when everyone was on Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
So I was fucking terrible.
Oh God,
I just stuck to zombies, so I don't really have a proper opinion on multiplayer because I've never been good enough to actually play the game for 5 minutes.
Zombies is the
but would you say it was more popular back then?
It
or
was
would you say it's more popular back now? Now, and of course, in this current
1, 2, and 3, fucking insane. They were sick. Black Ops 2, easily like
Black Ops 2, I loved.
Game.
Yeah, I love Black Ops 2.
Okay, then here's one for you both. Then just to round off Call of Duty is a topic that wasn't actually meant to come up, but I'm glad it has because there we go. We've all got a nice opinion on Call of Duty. I didn't even realise. Top 5 COD games. I'll start if you want me to. My favourite COD game was Modern Warfare 3 because it was my first ever on console. When I got my PS3 back in 2011 for Christmas, I was fucking little Ben, so happy. Haven't changed much. Still had a shit hairline. Just didn't have any facial hair. Second would probably be Black Ops 3. Like, seriously, the love I have for Black Ops 3 is unprecedented just because of the state of the community. Like, I would go out with my friends. Summer 2016, right? Summer 2016. I'd go out with my friends, play football all day, come back, and you could guarantee there'd be a Z-House upload. And it'd just be fucking sick every day for that 6 weeks in summer. It was just goated, and I'd go back any day of the week that I could. Third place, probably Black Ops 2, because Black Ops 2, again, I've got a lot of memories on there with my cousin Will. I don't speak to him as much no more because he's got a job, I've got a job, we both got busy lives. But me and him have a lot of memories on Black Ops 2, along with some of my other friends that don't even play Call of Duty anymore. I've got a lot of memories on Black Ops 2. Fourth would probably be, not World War 2, Modern Warfare, the new one that just came out. Because I've played a lot of it. I enjoyed playing it with Tom, Jamie, whoever I play with, Cal, Brad, whoever. It's always a laugh. And then fifth would probably actually go to Infinite Warfare, believe it or not, just because Infinite Warfare actually sparked my passion for streaming. When it first came out, I streamed a lot of the first Zombies map, Zombies in Spaceland, and I gained a lot of subs from that. I gained traction to my channel for the first time ever. I think I went from like 58 or 9 subs to like 400-500 within the first couple of weeks of streaming, and I was like, yo, this is sick. But that's my top 5. Again, I'll apologise to everyone that I haven't put Black Ops 1 in, I haven't put Modern Warfare 2 in. I didn't have a console at the time. I didn't play Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2 as they came out. I went back and bought all the DLC on Black Ops 1 for Zombies. Modern Warfare 2, I'll be honest, I'm level 1 on it. I never touched Modern Warfare 2, and people hate me to this day for that, but I physically can't help the fact that 9-year-old me preferred Mario Kart Wii to fucking Modern Warfare 2, okay? Like, that was just the way I was. And then I turned 11, started hanging around with different people at school, and got my PS3 and Modern Warfare 3, and that's why that is.
And then you started smoking, and now you got black.
No, I don't smoke. God damn it.
Been exposed.
Right, who wants to go next? Top 5 cards.
Yeah, I've got some fucking good Infinite Warfare memories, because Infinite Warfare was the only one I played.
Yeah.
Wasn't the multiplayer yet. Again, you could never guess, but I did.
So is that your number 1 spot? Are you putting that number 1?
Yeah, I'd put that number 1 because I know everyone's gonna fucking be like, you scummy cunt.
No. It's fair enough, because if you've got memories, that's what's key to gaming, right? The memories, like the memories in gaming are so key. Like I've got so many memories, man.
I've got a quick. I've got a little story on Infinite Warfare.
All right, go for it.
Pretty much me and Finn obviously playing the Infinite Warfare beta because Finn got given an invite code off this guy's stream for free.
Nice.
So we were playing that with one of Finn's friends called Static Slime, and it's probably the funniest thing I've ever done in my life, actually. But there was this, he had his sound going through his TV, and his like nan or his mum was in the background, and he wasn't allowed to swear, and I didn't realize. And you could hear his mum go in the room and be like, "Honey, dinner's ready." And I was like, I'd be like, "Bro, your mum's a faggot." And his mum was like, "Get off that now!"
Oh my god.
And she was screaming at him. It was the funniest thing. And then he blocked me and just never played again.
So you don't even know if this man is dead or alive to this day?
No, I have no idea.
Oh my god. So would you say that's your number one then? What would you say
that'd
number two?
Be number one. Easily.
What would you say number two is then for you, George?
Number two would be Infinite Warfare Zombies, because I remember...
I like that. I like that. Oh the beta's number one, the Zombies is number two. I like that.
I played a lot of it. I did all the Easter eggs. I was level 100. Nice. And I remember I used to play with this guy. He's pro now, actually. I think he played in the one of the only
like an actual pro that competes.
Yeah, like an actual pro. He never had any spare time he had. He'd play Infinite Warfare with me and this other guy, and he was fucking mental. We'd hear him halfway through his game just messaging his friend, like planning what they're gonna do on their tournament or some shit. Yeah, I did all the Easter eggs with that guy, so that was pretty good.
Fair play. 3, 4, 5, or do they not exist?
Oh, they probably fucking don't exist.
Oh no, I do have a story actually. So you know, what's it called? Oh fuck, the one with the like frizzy haired bitch.
I like this. The frizzy haired bitch, nice. George.
The one with the sword in.
Oh, the katana, yeah. The
Shaolin Shuffle.
Yeah, I remember the map. Go on, I don't know her name.
So pretty much, the Easter egg takes fucking long.
Yeah, because you have to get the karate fists.
What's this in, by the way?
This is Infinite Warfare.
Infinite Warfare.
DLC 2 of Infinite Warfare.
Oh god.
Raven the Redwoods. Oh my god. What a map. Sorry.
I did the Easter egg on Shaolin Shuffle. But my internet went out as soon as I got the achievement, and I had to re-fucking do it. So there's me at 4 a.m. with these guys just doing the entire Easter egg again.
Oh man.
Oh, 3 times.
Oh, I've got a story.
I'm pretty sure I didn't go to school that day because I stayed up and played that.
So what would you for?
Hold on. I got an on-to story about that, Josh. So basically, you will both remember, even if you didn't play Black Ops 3 Zombies, they did a 5th DLC called Chronicles.
Yeah.
Where they remastered 8 maps, right? I woke up, I had my first GCSE biology exam. First GCSE exam on the date of release, May 16th, if I remember correctly. And I got up at about 3:30 or 4:30, one of the two, to play the map, to stream the map. And I swear to God, it was one of the best things I've ever done. I think I streamed for about an hour and a half on the remastered maps or whatever. And then I revised for like an hour, went to school, did my exam, come back, streamed again, and then made 3 tutorials that are still on the channel to this day, the most popular uploads, and Chronicles was just goated. But yeah, I got up at 4 a.m. to play it. Same as Raven the Redwoods, I got up at like 5 a.m. to stream that with my American friends. Matt, shout out to Matt, Mike, and what was his name? Sopro Warrior, there you go, three men. But yeah, that was funny, that was. 4, George, 4.
I don't really have many memories, so I can't remember anything. There was a bit of a short one, but there was this one time where we were trying to play Shaolin Shuffle with this guy, but he couldn't fucking get it, so I just bought it for him because I got that bored.
Nice.
Oh, but that's pretty much it. I can't remember anything else.
Fair enough. Josh, top 5 CODs?
So, the first one, of course, I've had to go with the original Modern Warfare. Of course, that was the first COD that I got brought.
Really?
Yeah, first COD I got brought.
Oh shit! I didn't realise.
Of course, you got the iconic mission, all gillied up.
Yeah.
That fucking when I first played that mission, that I'll be honest with you, when I don't know how old I was at the time, but I was
about 7.
scared shitless.
And you're just crawling around in the grass. Oh my god, what a mission!
And of course, but no, I had a lot of course.
Zakhaev's armor.
Yeah, that was the first initial, of course, getting into COD, and of course, then of course it led up to that. But I'd say perfectly that's for number 1 spot for me. I'd say number 2, Modern Warfare 2. Oh my god, I've got so many memories on this game, jumping off cranes and doing 360s and fucking throwing knives across the map.
Josh was a quick scopes kid. Josh, Tom would be proud.
Tom, listen, Tom, if you're watching this and listen, I think you would be proud of me. High rise, sniping at each other from each other's spawns and stuff like that. I had so many laughs on, of course, on Rust as well. Oh my god. Oh my god, nukes and fucking and of course I had friends with friends at that time with football and that, and we'd come back home 6-man search and destroy. Oh my god, one of the funniest days on Favela, pissing everyone off with claymores and this, that, and the other. Oh my god, that was so funny. But no, I had some really good memories on Modern Warfare 2, and definitely one of the best CODs I've actually played. And I have to be honest, it was a lot more popular now. I'll say a lot more popular now than it is, of course, back then. Of course, still people play it now, but there's not many people. But of course, that's just definitely one of the CODs that stands out to me. Number 3, and I think you'll like this, Black Ops 2. Multiplayer, I fucking loved.
Black Ops 2 was one of the most balanced multiplayers.
And I remember as well.
Seriously.
I watched the trailers, and the best thing about it was they all hated it all going futuristic. And as soon as the game came out, everyone fucking loved it.
They didn't realise that it wasn't actually as futuristic as it
exactly. Seemed. And I remember watching the fucking E3 preview, of course, that first mission, and they hated it. They came out and said, "Oh, it's futuristic," but also as well, the zombies was incredible. One of my favourite maps of all time, Mob of the Dead. I fucking loved that map.
Breathe, Ben. Everything's okay. I thought you were going to say transit, Josh.
No, fuck transit. Transit shit. Mob of the Dead.
Credit to transit. It's fun with 4 people, bro. It's fun with 4 people.
Mob of the Dead, I had so many good Mob of the Dead. I had so many good memories on that. It was insane. Like, of course, you got what's the next? What is it? Blood of the Dead in, of course, was it Black Ops 3 in the remaster? But the iconic version, of course, like when you start and it's black and white, and then of course when you turn the power on, it all comes back. It was so fucking. I remember buying it.
Fun fact for you. Fun fact about the Blood of the Dead the remaster of it, right? So, there was a massive. This was like the last peak of the zombies community. So I was still streaming zombies pretty much daily at this point when Black Ops 4 just released, and there was a massive community hunt for the Easter egg second step on Blood of the Dead. I don't know if either of you saw it on Twitter. I don't know.
Was everyone like searching?
Everyone was searching for the second step of the Easter egg, and me and Tom, credit to him, had the idea to lead a Brutus who was slamming, because the Brutus that in Blood of the Dead, they could slam the floor like similar to a gravity spike slam, and they could do that. And Tom had the idea to lead it round the map and see if it interacted with anything as it slammed. We died and we had to go off. We had college the next day early. I shit you not. That was exactly how to do the second step. You had to lead the warden into his office, up the stairs, and as he slammed the floor, it opened a secret door. I shit you not. And that could have been some sort of significance for my channel if me and Tom had managed to do that. All credit goes to Tom. He had the idea, not me.
So, like Black Ops 2.
We were literally about to find an Easter egg step that the whole zombies community was looking for. It would have been so sick, but it wasn't meant to be.
And of course, you know, you had the original. You had a lot of zombie maps. I remember buying. It was like, I don't know, I remember buying the season pass. I'm like, I fucking love the game, multiplayer, love the campaign. Of course, it went off in Black Ops 3. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but you know, we'll talk that to another time. But Black Ops 2 for overall one of the best games that, of course, I've played. Same as it'll be up there with Modern Warfare 2 and the original Modern Warfare. My fourth pick would be MW3. I think George can fucking agree with me on this. MP7 running around with an ACR
or a
and
P90 or a
P90 and pissing everyone off. And
hey, fun fact. Little 11-year-old me, right, thinks that LMGs are the best fucking guns in Call of Duty. I shit you not. The first cold gun I got on Modern Warfare 3 was the PKP Penchnig. It was about the third LMG. It was called the PKP Penchnig. I shit you not.
Drum mag.
It was a huge ass LMG. It was about the second or first you unlocked. I fucking ran around with that. Even on S&D, I'd run around with it. Like, bro, bear in mind, I was shit at COD because it was my first one, and I got it gold. I was so happy, bro. The PKP Penchnig. Oh man.
And I think it was just the fact that, of course, you had Infected, probably one of the funniest game modes I had on there. You had Survival mode, of course, that was new to the franchise at the time. The campaign was excellent. You know, it was pretty fucking awesome. You know, you had Sandman and this, that, and the other, and you had some great fucking moments in the game. And I think George said it before, I think from Modern Warfare 3 onwards, you know, they didn't make as many good campaigns after that, personally. Of course,
World War II's campaign was superb. It was the best part about the game.
And of course, you had other things. Of course, in the game, you could piss people off with so many fucking tacticals and tactical insertions, placing them down and camping each other's spawns with an ACR and extended mags and this, that, and the other.
Spawn camping worked.
Spawn camping worked. Yeah, it was like one of the best ever. But from a number 5 anyway, for topping it off, I'd say this is going back now. Call of Duty World at War, the original. Now this is where all zombies started.
Yep.
And I had, of course, I had Modern Warfare at the time, but my dad brought me World at War, and of course, you know, at the time it was so, like, the campaign was absolutely brilliant. Multiplayer was absolutely fun, just chucking grenades at each other and, you know, playing with friends and this, that, and the other at the time. And of course, I had this when, of course, it was just going off Modern Warfare, of course, and pretty much I had it at the same time as that. And of course, there was, you know, I don't know how many players were on it at that time because a lot of people switched over.
Yeah.
But zombies was, you know, remember the DLCs like Varuk, Shino Numa, Nact. Of course, you got Darius, one iconic map. Of course, they remastered it in Black Ops 3 Giant. Is it the Giant it's called?
Yeah.
There was 2 iterations of remaster for that. You had the remaster of Darius itself on Black Ops 1, and then you actually had another remaster on Black Ops 3 with the Giant.
And personally, I thought World at War just set everything set in stone for, personally, this is why I've gone for it. It's set in stone for Treyarch, for setting up zombies, setting up the storyline. And I've kind of gone that way with it because I thought, look how well it's done from World at War to carry on down the line, of course, and do well. But no, they're my top 5. I've definitely, like, some of the old CODs here definitely are outstanding, but I just don't rate the new ones, of course, coming away from CODs and moving on to CSGO.
Right, last question on COD then, because it's getting on there, but I don't care. This is a good chat. Favorite COD map of all time on multiplayer, and then we'll do zombies as well. Multiplayer for me would personally be Terminal on Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Second place, close second, I've got to give a shout out to it, would be Nuketown, and that'd be all iterations of Nuketown, including Nuketown.
Yeah, zombies. I love Black Ops 1. Oh my god, I love Nuketown, Black Ops 1.
And then, unreal. I won't go off on tangents with these, but my favourite zombies maps, as my channel already know, are Kino de Toten and Moon. And that is a genuine split tie. I cannot pick between those two, like, seriously. Kino and Moon, my goats. Yeah, same. Josh, go for it. Multiplayer and zombies, favourite maps.
Oh,
Call of Duty.
I'd say Modern Warfare 2. Of course, you gotta go for the iconic map of High Rise, and I'd say High Rise and Terminal. I have to agree with you. Terminal is such an iconic map.
Goated. Everyone knows.
And of course, favourite zombies for me is Mob of the Dead.
Fair enough. I thought you were going to say Darius. Fair enough.
No,
George, if you've got them, if you've got a favourite multiplayer map and a favourite zombies map,
I don't know any of the maps.
Zombies or multiplayer?
Zombies. Oh fuck! Out of all of the maps in the
everything in the franchise.
Oof. All right. Jesus. Origins first, easily. That shit's fucking insane.
Origins is goated.
And then Horizon Drag.
My third place. Horizon Drag's my fourth. You're going through my top 5 now. I like this. These such a good one. Oh my god. Oof. Anything for multiplayer or?
I don't know multiplayer maps. I literally don't know a single one.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Never. I don't have the entitlement to say Rust because I've never played it.
That's the same as me, mate. To move it on to something that's not gaming.
Cool.
What would your twos?
Fortnite again.
What would your two's favourite YouTuber be? And if it's not a favourite, make it 3. Make it top 3 if you can't pick one. I'll start if you want me to. If you want me to start, I will start. My number 1 spot would probably be the Smith Plays because I've watched him.
Oh yeah.
I've watched him since he's been at about 20 to 30k. I'm a mod for his live streams, and he's a big inspiration to me. Same goes to number 2. Number 2 is PewDiePie. I fucking love Pewds. I love how humble he is. I love how he's got money, but you don't know it. Like he lives in Brighton, England, for God's sake. Like, come on. If you've got all that money, most people move to places like LA or Japan is where he's going. Fair enough, he's moving now, but like Pewds is humble, he's funny, he's a great guy. And third place would probably be Courage JD. I've only watched him mostly this year, part of last year, but again, he's just a huge inspiration to me, and I love Courage's content. He's never not happy, and I feel like you go onto his stream and you will most likely come back off his stream fucking laughing. Like he's an entertaining guy, great commentator, great caster. That's my top 3 because I can't do it. Number 1, like I say, wasn't Smith Plays, but the other 2 are very, very close. Whoever wants to go next, go for it, Josh.
George, I'll let you go first this time, pal.
Oh, fuck.
Number 1, Finn Sabu.
I was gonna say that.
I called it.
Definitely the quality content, like football at the park with the lads. That was.
I did a video like that on my old channel. I think we've all done one of them at one point.
So obviously that one would be first, and then it'd be Jam Sabina. Second would be Call Me Kevin. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Yeah, I've heard of Call Me Kevin.
He's hilarious.
Does all the Gmod stuff.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Okay, fair enough.
I watched the first video I saw of him was when he was playing Fortnite, and instead of killing them, he'd just redecorate people's houses. It was fucking brilliant. I like the idea of him just being a retard for the whole video. It's great. And then 3, actually, I'm sorry, Finn, but I'm gonna have to swap you for Linus Tech Tips here because he's got to be number 1. He's brilliant.
Linus is goated.
He's just blunt as hell.
My 4th spot.
Like, if something's shit, he'll just be like, don't fucking buy it, it's trash.
Yeah, I love it. I love how honest he is. Like, he gets sponsorships, right, to review shit. But if it's shit, he will tell you it's shit.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking care.
I love it. I love how it's like an IT business around a YouTube channel. I think that's like inspirational as fuck to anyone that wants to get into IT. And also like social media. I think it's superb. Yeah, Linus would come in at my close number 4. Again, my close top 5. They're really, really close to each other. Like, they're all up there. I just put them in rank order for the sake of it. So is Finn your actual number 3?
Yeah.
I rate it, man. Fair play. Shout out Finn Sabu on the block.
It's just the nostalgia is brilliant.
Yes, I understand that. I sometimes can watch old streams of like, me and my friends. I couldn't watch a stream of me on my own. Like that's just.
Oh no, neither. I want to kill myself for him.
That's like weird. But I can watch like old videos with friends. Like my prom vlog, I can watch that any day of the week and still smile and wish to the prom again. I fucking enjoyed prom. It was a great night, and there was no alcohol involved because we were all underage. Like it was great. Like we couldn't.
Surely
do that
one
nowadays.
of the boys took some. I mean, dark fruits in there or something.
No, I don't think they did, mate. Like
our
year was ridiculously behaved. Seriously. I had a Jaeger bomb with my uncle before I went, but it was one Jaeger bomb. Come on, and it was in my own house. It was in my
Jesus, boys, I'm fucking pissed.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I can watch old videos with friends because it's like, yeah, like you say, it's nostalgia. Life is easier the younger you are, and that's a fact. Josh.
Unless you're a fetus and you're getting aborted for stem cells.
Why?
Yeah. Shut it off. We're done. No, I'm joking. Go on, Josh. Favorite top 3 or favorite YouTuber, one or three?
I'll
You
tell
can't
you.
do 2. 2's fucking illegal. Don't even think about doing 2.
So my first one, of course, I've got to agree with George. Linus Tech Tips, fucking hell, is absolutely insane. Of course, watch a lot of IT channels. Of course, I'll mention him next. Jay's 2 cents. I like them 2 channels. If, like I've said to Ben, if you want to get into IT, definitely them 2 are very good.
So is that your top 2?
I'd say them 2 are my top 2.
Could
and
you
of
repeat?
course,
I didn't actually catch that second one.
Jay's 2 cents? I can't really. Is it?
Yeah, that is his name.
Jay's 2 cents, and of course, and my third one would be Zuckles. But of course,
yeah. How did I know that was coming, Josh? How did I know?
And of course,
I thought you were gonna say "Call Me Carson" or some shit.
Nah, but like as well, I'd say if I could take Zuckles out of it and just put the whole Misfits group, personally, the whole Misfits group, because they do some fucking funny shit. I've definitely, of course, them 2 channels like Linus and Jay's. Of course, you can get into IT, but if you want to go for anywhere that's going to be fucking enjoyable and laughable, and you're going to laugh your socks off, definitely Misfits. Fucking hell, I feel like I'm doing a sponsorship for them. Fucking hell, but no, definitely Misfits. Definitely one of the best, fucking funniest channels going.
Fair enough. If I was going to give a 5th place, just to shout out, would probably be Mr. Who's the Boss. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him. But for me,
Mr. Boss for the win, GTA video.
No. Mr. Who's the Boss?
Quality of content.
Mr. Who's the Boss is like Linus for phones.
Is it?
Seriously,
yeah,
and he's brilliant. I love his videos. He's literally Linus for phones, and I can watch him like I watch Linus like all day if I want to. But yeah, that's my top 5. I've given my top 5 now.
I'd say my next one, if I could add someone else, I'd say Nade Shot for me personally. I watch his videos.
I love Nade.
Of course, he's came up from, of course, didn't he work in? I don't know, he went from McDonald's to playing for Optic, and then now he's got a multi-millionaire.
I love people who love 100 Thieves. What they are, I love it. They're easily my favourite esports org.
And I've put, of course,
stand for is awesome.
And of course, they're coming into CS. They brought Renegades, if you didn't know, George. And pretty much, I don't know. It's just the fact that he's gone through so much. Of course, he's gone through.
Nate Shot's a great guy.
And then he's gone all the way from Optic, and then he's had these bad times at Optic, and then he's just gone on to make his own successful business. And it's absolutely, in a sense, it is kind of motivational where people can go and it can take you.
Can I just say as well, if you were to get big on social media or whatever, and you were to have a bunch of esports organizations approach you to be a content creator for them, so not a competitor, a content creator.
Yeah.
100 Thieves are like head and shoulders above any for me. Like, have you saw the content creator house for 100 Thieves? But as well, you've got himself and Brooke AB live. Like, that place is insane, dude. Like, oh man, I'd love to live there, bro. Honestly.
See, things you can say that, but I think George would agree as well.
FaZe house. I knew it was coming. Bro. Fair enough.
I want to be part of FaZe. They're a bunch of bitches, to be fair.
What? George calling out FaZe.
They just
exposed.
George Sabu calling out FaZe.
Fuck FaZe.
Kids exposed FaZe on a podcast.
Low key shout out Keemstar as well. I fucking love drama.
Yeah, Keemstar.
Keemstar's great, bro.
Funny.
Keem's like, he will tell you how he feels, no matter if it's impolitically correct, if it's fucking racist, if it's anything, and Keem feels it.
We know.
He will tell you. And I just find that funny. He's a funny guy. Keem is. He's a funny guy. Anyway, to wrap it up. It's getting late. To wrap it up.
Yeah.
Right. I ask this question at the end of every podcast I record. I'm going to
God,
pose it to you both once. It's genuine. It's the genuine question.
Genuine.
I'll tell you Sam's answer to begin with.
George.
Sam. No. The question is, I'll tell you the question now, so then you can think about your answer, and I'll tell you Sam's answer. So the question is, do you
Shut
both
up!
have...
Don't want to hear it.
What?
What?
Joking.
Sorry, I thought I heard Jim Sabu join the call for a second then.
Nathan.
Nathan.
It's bedtime.
God damn it. Do either of you have any advice for my channel? Right? You can both say no. It doesn't matter, right? But Sam answered that I should play more smaller games, so not AAA games. He said that I should play like more games that aren't mainstream. I might gain some sort of traction from that.
Right,
as you can see, I haven't fucking listened to him. Sorry,
Sam. Fortnite, CSGO.
Right, okay.
Modern Warfare.
Minecraft. Right, okay. So Josh, you can go first because you seem pretty eager, bro.
Forget
Sam's advice.
Forget Sam's advice. Yeah. Listen, if you want to get anywhere mainstream, of course, we were speaking. Funny enough, now you're asking this question. Me, Finn, and George were actually speaking about this earlier.
Was this being genuine though? Was it being genuine or was it memeing?
No, it was actually meaning because, of course, George, I think it was you and Finn was speaking about it before me when I joined the call, and they were saying about, of course, branching out to other. Of course, you did start Twitch, and of course, you are still on YouTube at the moment, and of course, I think me and George and Finn would agree. With the fact that Twitch in the long run is going to be so much better for your channel as a whole, personally, because of course you can probably multi-stream. You can stream on YouTube and stream on Twitch at the same time. But of course, for CSGO and stuff, but for CSGO and stuff like that, George would even agree as well that the fact that of course there's small, of course, CSGO players out there, of course, who stream. And they're getting 200-300 views just playing in a silver game, or just playing off in in MM, or just playing level 3 or level 4 in Face It. And personally, I think what you should do is maybe branch out to that option, give it a chance, and give it a chance in the long run, because people will then attract to the fact that if you play CS on Twitch, then of course people may come over. Of course, you've got Vasilas, and you've got DJ, and this, that, and the other will come. Tom, and of course will come over.
There's a lot of people would 100% because they did when I did it before. I remember trying Twitch before, and I streamed Fortnite. I remember it. It was on the old map. I did arena solos, and I think I won my first game, and I think I had about 17, 18 people watching me at the time. Yeah, and it was insane. It was brilliant.
And I think that even I think it was Finn said it earlier, George. It was the fact that it will gain more attraction by the fact that you can be, of course, a smaller channel on there, of course, at the moment. But if you can get that attraction by playing, of course, CS, I think CS is perfect for playing Twitch. Being on Twitch, sorry, it's a lot better. Of course, you're playing at the moment you're branching out to zombies, of course, you're playing Fortnite, of course, and you got CS. Of course, you're playing Minecraft. You got a series on that, haven't you? And you've got what else now? I'm trying to think of some other. It's mainly them, I'd say, but I'd say definitely branch out to other things as well, instead of YouTube. Branch out to Twitch. That's what I'd say.
I understand. Like with obviously these new laws coming into place with FTC COP or whatever. I'm not a lawyer. I don't.
Slight problem, Ben.
What?
Okay, it's fine now.
What was the problem? What was the problem?
Oh wait, no, it's not fine. I'll let you figure this one out by yourself.
What? The music bot's muted.
No.
Got an echo coming through your mic.
For how long?
10 seconds.
Ah, thank God. Okay. I apparently pressed my buttons and activated my voice changer. Nice. That wasn't for the whole thing, was it? Don't fucking.
That was for the whole thing.
No, it wasn't. Fuck off.
Yes, it was.
Nah, I'm joking. It's only the last 10 minutes.
Oh.
10 minutes, my arse.
It was literally like 30 seconds.
30 seconds, yeah, 34 seconds.
Right. So, Josh's advice is moving. I understand that with the FTC and copper BS. I'm not a lawyer. I don't understand it myself. But if my channel does get terminated for violation or whatever, I will probably try and move to Twitch if that's legal after I get terminated.
And also stream.
No, because if they terminate my channel, I don't know if it's legal for me to then go and create another social media. I don't understand.
Fucking legal.
I don't understand.
You can't get banned on Facebook and then not make an Instagram account.
You probably can because Instagram's owned by Facebook. George, do you have any advice, or are you just gonna say same as Josh lol?
Well, no.
No,
obviously
that's fair
moving
enough.
to Twitch. No, I meant not.
Okay.
Moving to Twitch is definitely the way forwards, obviously, because like.
So you're agreeing with me, basically.
Copper is going to slap you in the face with a cactus. You're going to get fucked.
But luckily that'll only hurt for 10, 15 minutes.
But it'll sting for a little bit. But if you move to Twitch, you get those new viewers. Like I did one stream on CSGO on Twitch, and I've already got I already had a few new viewers in my stream, a few new subs, and I literally did like 5 minutes. So
yeah,
you can easily do that.
It's like it's like you would, like I was saying before, it's a perfect game to stream on Twitch. Sorry for it.
It's as if it's a growing game that's actually still growing to this day. Do you not think that's mad?
I think the way CS has came, like we said earlier, it's a game that's so simple to play. It's CT&T, plant the bomb, defend the bomb, defuse the bomb.
Save the hostage on the best map ever, Office. I stand Office. Fuck off. Office is a great map.
Let's not talk about Office, but but the thing is the fact that it's such a simple game. Counter-Strike as a brand won't dry up anytime soon because how popular it is and how people want to get better at the game. So it's just one of those things.
Okay, and there's a last. Oh, go on.
What will help you greatly, I think, is you just got to be funny. Everyone likes a little bit of comedy.
I do try,
and that's a struggle, and that's why he's not flying, you could say.
And make me a mod in your Twitch.
So we should also free up Josh,
so we can ban Tom.
Yeah, free up Josh.
Because Tom, listen. Yeah, I know we haven't got off on the right terms, of course. You sit there. And you sit
like 2 years, bro.
You sit there, in the chat, banning me when I'm trying to watch my favourite YouTuber, Ben Plays Games, plays Minecraft channel, and I'm sitting there being banned on my alt account as Dirty Gamer 54 and also Ronald McDonald, and then you banned me on my preferable account, which was my main account.
It's Fox.
And it's actually
no, that's Finn.
Oh, okay.
That was Finn.
I knew it was someone.
And as well, Tom, when you said this new viewer came in, that wasn't actually me. When you accused me of it being me, when it wasn't. But Tom, I want to say we need to get on right terms again and stop banning me from watching my favourite streamer. Thank you.
Right. Is that your last words, Josh? Okay,
Tom, we are George.
Call out Tom as well. Everyone call out Tom.
Honestly, you come into the CS game, all this, you're all that, and then you ban Josh. What are you playing at, you cunt?
And I'm carrying this kid on CS, just to tell you as well.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's a call out for a 1v1, Tom, if you've made it this far, bro. Right. On a serious, any last words, or are we done?
I don't actually hate Josh, by the way. I literally don't know him.
I just hope we get on the right terms and I can watch my favourite streamer from now on, and also move to Twitch, Ben, as soon as possible. That's what I'd say. Advice wise, and hope you and hopefully you've enjoyed the podcast.
Yes.
With me and George.
I hope you've enjoyed. Yep, go on.
If you want to pick up tickets to the BPG event,
no, this isn't a thing. The BPG event is not a thing.
You can actually pick up tickets for the BPG event.
It's a meme.
www.twitch.com/Jamsaboo.
Oh, look at that. Well done. I will leave Josh and George's socials if they want me to in the description.
£15 single tickets.
Yeah, can you leave my Fortnite account and yellow?
Your Fortnite account and password in the description.
Oh my god.
No, okay, right. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the BPG podcast. I've been your host, Ben Plays Games. Thank you to George Sabu, Jam Sabu, for coming on, and along with Josh. Thank you both for coming on. Bit of a mix match episode. Been pretty good, I think.
We had a crossover today.
We had a crossover. It's like an anime special. There you go, Semi. You fuck off now. Stop with your weeb shit.
More to come as well. I'm very sorry to tell you, but there's more of.
There's going to be a few more podcasts now. I'm going to get some recorded because they're pretty fun.
Get ready I enjoy talking.
Sabu Clan podcast, Sabu times BPG official collab.
That should be. I think that'll be brilliant. That's going to be amazing.
Oh God, you and Finn.
And then we are going to do one with me and Josh.
Finn, and Nathan.
God, we're going to get personal in that one.
Me, Josh, and Tom as well. That's going to be another one. But I hope you've enjoyed this one. This has been episode 4. We're not very far into this, even though we're like a year into it. Episode 4 coming out near Christmas. All right, sweet. Thanks for watching. I'm Ben Plays Games. Thank you to you two. All socials in the link below, description below, whatever. Comment to anyone else who you want to see on the podcast. And I'll see you all in tomorrow's stream. Bye bye!
Hi, Semi. Hi, Semi. If you can hear me, I think you're really cool, and I would love to play Fortnite with you.
All right, cut it there, Sam. Cut it there.